So I just learned that the paddlefish got robbed at Disney Springs. That's unique. It's unique because the guy had this thing scouted perfectly, and he used scuba gear to swim to the paddlefish and rob the store and then swim away. This is the newest story. This happened yesterday. A scuba-clad man robs Disney Springs restaurant, swims away. And I think he hit him for like 10 grand, which is a lot. Especially with like a restaurant. But Paddlefish is definitely like on the high end area. But he got away with about $10,000 to $20,000. But I don't want to talk too much about the robbery. I'm kind of concerned about how he did it. And I think that's the most intriguing part. And I've been spending a lot of my time really kind of seeing how this could have been done. Again, this is just my theory, but my theories isn't going to help anybody in this situation, because if you want my opinion, they're probably not going to find the guy. Unless I do think that this guy was an employee of Paddlefish. I think this guy either was an employee of Paddlefish, currently is an employee of Paddlefish, or in some capacity works for Disney because he knew the way in and out. Now, I would be willing to rule off the fact that it might be an employee of Paddlefish, because I think Paddlefish was more of an opportunity than it was that he knew the casings of Paddlefish. He has been to Paddlefish at least 10 times. He has been on premises, so he knew where things were. Like, he knew roughly around the time that they're going to be counting the money to put into the safe. So that would have been somewhere around midnight. So he knew that. He had that information already known, that about midnight they're going to be counting the cash. And he went directly to the manager's office where cash from the night was being counted and deposited into the safe. So he knew that before it went to the safe, he had to catch them as the money was being counted. So he knew the time and everything. So everything had to be precise. That's just kind of my theory on if he had worked at Paddlefish or is currently a employee of Paddlefish. I really lean on those two things, but I also think that it may have been an opportunity. Also, it's an opportunity as he was an employee of Paddlefish. Everything kind of ties into Paddlefish. I think Paddlefish, like, he knew that they would have that much money. He knew where the manager's office was. And I couldn't tell you where the manager's office is, even if I've been there and ate there. I couldn't tell you where it is. But he knew exactly where it would be. He gained access to just about everything at that current time. He works there. Or you know somebody that works there. Now, the intriguing part is his getaway. Because if he was to have left Paddlefish, he could either go up and go to the Disney resorts, but he knew that if he goes to the Disney resorts, it's game over, because there's cameras all in that area. From everything from those resorts on backwards, there's going to be camera footage from him coming out of the water and escaping. That would be a dead giveaway. If you want my best bet, he swam up and swam all the way over to Black Lake, right there. I said Black Lake, but it's actually Blake Lake. But he swam all the way to Blake Lake. He more than likely got off somewhere in this landing here and made his way all the way up to Grand Cypress Boulevard. He was gone. He couldn't have gone to the Drury Plaza or any of the resorts that is surrounding Blake Lake, because cameras, and they would have been able to catch him as he came up out of the water, and he was already gone. He came up through that forest, navigated the forest, and I'm pretty sure that he had a getaway vehicle somewhere in this area. Like, somewhere in this vicinity is his getaway vehicle. But I do think that he came up out of the water, came up through these trees, and then this was his getaway escape. There's also this is all conspiracy theory brained, obviously, but I do think that there was probably somebody working on the inside. So all he had to do was get to Grand Cypress, and then probably somebody picked him up from there, and they were long gone. But I do think that it was somebody that was inside Paddlefish as it happened. Again, I'm not an investigator, but just kind of looking at it from a bird's eye view, that's what it looks like to me. It's just a lot of coincidence that happened in this particular robbery that raises my alarm bells. I don't know, what do you guys think? Was it an inside job, or was it a crime of opportunity, or Danny Ocean has planned this for 15 years and he found his time to shine? What are your thoughts?